All right, so we back.
We back.
So we left off. We talked about your school experience.
Yeah, my
But
experience.
I got to represent HBC, man.
Okay.
HBC. You know what I'm
So
saying?
how was your experience in
So
your
now,
school?
so we was fortunate that our instructor, he was actually had dual license, and that's something else that I wanted to bring up. That even though we going to talk about the differences between the two of the license, ultimately, why not have both of them, right?
Right,
You know,
right.
if you have the time to devote
To do it.
for school,
Right,
wise.
right.
But
I didn't know he had.
he had dual license.
Dual
So
license,
so he would tell us some. He was able to go in and elaborate and give those firsthand experiences when they dealt with chemical services. He was still working at the time. He still
Right.
had some clients, and then occasionally he would have some of them come to the school. But we primarily focus on the clipper cutting, obviously. But
Right.
he was familiar with it. And so that's kind of how we got introduced to it. But it was one of those things where it was how can I put it? You had to take the initiative. Ain't that what they say? You had to take the initiative if it was if you wanted to dive in deeper into that space.
Yeah.
He was open to
Do that, you had to be, because when I went to school too. I cut you off, but a lot of guys weren't motivated to do they weren't motivated to do no roller sets and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, I was, because I felt like if I'm getting taught this, then I
Right.
can make money out there with it.
Right.
Why not do it? You
Right,
know,
and
so.
I think we have a tendency to get, and it's probably and I don't know, because I don't know anybody that's like the cause. I haven't talked to someone that was a cause about school, but I'm just assuming that most time we go to school, we usually kind of go tunnel vision.
Yeah.
We go to barber and tunnel vision. I know
Yeah.
I went in tunnel vision, like, that's what I want to do is just cut hair. That's it. Clipper cuts, fades, whatever. That's all I wanted to do. And I didn't realize how limited I was leaving myself.
Right.
But how much a small box I put myself in until over time.
But you grew out of it.
But then I grew out of that.
Grew out of that, though.
But
Yeah.
it was just that it was years later, and I sit back and I think I'm kind of halfway little numbers, man. I've been looking back like, man, I missed a lot of that bag.
I was open to relaxers and coloring. I was open. So I went in there because I wasn't cutting no hair. I never cut hair before in my life.
Yeah, same
You know what I'm
here.
saying? Before
Same
I went to school or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was open to everything. I was just like an open book. I was sponge basically.
Yeah,
So,
And I guess I would have too, but I guess because I guess that's where you was fortunate that you had that kind of that unisex type of school where it was mixed, where you was able to had that exposure to be open to that.
Right.
Because everyone I know that have gone there, that kind of said, oh yeah, I picked up a little bit from this, a little bit from that.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually great and I know it's going to probably kind of jump into something I was going to talk about here shortly, but I could see that also being a way for barbers not to be so intimidated for cutting longer hair or straight hair or whatever, because you had to start learning how to do perms and all that stuff like that. You had to start learning how to do the layers and introduction. So I can see that being one of those things where you can utilize the mixture of the two to be able to expose it all the way around to cut men and women hair.
Right.
Short and long, I should say, because men and women get shorter, but cutting. All lengths, I should say, and not be afraid of chemicals. But what I did have for those that are non-professionals that was curious, or somebody that is maybe looking at this and thinking about what is going to be the focus, or what's going to be what I should expect if I'm going to either or. Now I found this online. I actually used this kind of list here for whenever I deal with. Whenever I do like career days with some high schoolers and things like that, and sometimes they want to get a breakdown of what's the two. And so one thing you can expect when they say for what you can anticipate if you want to be a cosmetologist, that the focus, some of the main focus, and again, any of my cos folks don't get offended now.
Right.
But if you're,
people are sensitive these days now. People sensitive.
I don't want to get canceled. We on about 4 episodes.
We're gonna get
canceled already.
But we keep it real here, though. We keep it real. We do keep it real now. But please don't get offended, nobody. This is not set in stone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So what you can anticipate, they say, or you can expect when you going into the cos, right? And this will be a good way to segue into our experiences professionally, what we've seen, as for either or, right?
Okay.
I guess we could use this segue. But they say for college, you can expect, a focus would be on like styling and cutting hair, nails, hands and feet. Because you have your nail license, you better do that. Right. And then you got waxing above and below the neck. And then another one would be makeup, and then color theory. Right. Okay. So that's styling, nails, hands and feet. Waxing above and below the neck. Okay. And then makeup, and then color theory. So that's their five. That's five, right?
And that kind of covers a lot.
Yeah. Because I did I did go to nails, manicuring school, so I did pick my nail license up.
Check him out.
Yeah, I was called a nail school.
Check him out,
manicure school. You know what I'm saying? Manicure, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, fella, I know, don't look at my hand right now. They rough right now. I need to go get a manicure. But I'm just saying, don't be scratching up them sheets, fellas. Get them toes done, man.
Yeah. Fellas, the barbers, I'm telling you, barbers and cosmetologists too. Get your feet done.
Take care of your feet.
Take care of your feet because we stand on our feet all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So make sure y'all do that.
Then barbers, the barbers they have here is styling short hair. Okay. Because we still do some styling on short hair, especially when you start getting to, doesn't matter if it's, because styling is still considered, even you putting product in, throwing the waves in there, the curly hair, straight hair, that's styling. So we got styling, precision cut, basically shear work. Right. Waxing above the neck. Like eyebrow arches, things like that, and then now you got a lot of waxing going on for a lot of guys are doing for the face masks and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. And then you got straight razor shaves, which is a lost art. Yeah. And then color theory. So that's about
kind of
stuff we do. Similar things we do. One thing I like to always tell potential students or someone that asks me, if you really was to line barbering and cosmetology curriculum side by side, you're going to pretty much see some of the same things. It's just that we spend more time obviously on the shorter cuts and cutting and razors work, while they spend more time on the chemicals and styling and the updos and things like that. So that's one way I like to break it down on which direction we want to go to. But at the end of the day, why not? That's going to be that's going to be word for the day. Why not both? If you have the time to do both, get both.
Get both. Definitely get both.
So with that being said, I guess I've experienced being in the shop working with stylists. I know you said you have as well.
Yes, I have.
So then now it's going to be that question of like what to expect. So this is the second part we transition over to. Okay. What can I expect, as a barber or a cosmetologist? What is the difference professionally? What is it practicing? What's some things what services can you offer that's be different? I know we already mentioned some of those already when we talk about what you're going to be focused on, but
like I said, how the school was kind of like a mixture of the school that I went to. So what I did was usually from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays, that's some of the slowest days of the week, for most barbershops, and so I would try to schedule little old ladies that can do roller sets and doobie wraps and stuff like that. Yeah. So I did. I also dabbled in color. I dabbled in color as well. What else? I did relaxers. Okay. I did relaxers.
So you was able to take what you learned and was able to infuse it in what you was doing, but you just chose certain of your slower days to be able to
build that money with the barbers when the barber clients wasn't coming in until Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I try to fill in for the one. I did have barber clients that come in the middle of in the beginning of the week as well, but
that was just a perfect time.
That was just a perfect time to do it for the ladies.
Yeah, because you have more time, because when you start dealing with certain the roller sets and even doing the perms and stuff like that, relaxers, I should say, you're now the catches with the chemicals, it's more time.
Yes.
So you put a little more time into it. Yeah. And we're not double booking here. Yeah. No, cause I'm gonna get mad at you. They love double booking. They're double booking. You know what I'm saying? But I like that. So I like that you're able to take your exposure that you have and still being able to infuse that into your business. So you was able to gave you more services
range,
to offer.
and get to that bag. You know?
Get to that bag.
So why them guys on a Monday? Why them guys they just sitting there twiddling their thumbs? Because the walk-ins won't that good. They sit there twiddling their thumbs. I'm doing a roller set, and I could do a roller set in about 30, 45 minutes.
Nice.
And that's about $45-$50. Right there, boom! I go put her under the dryer, and then I have a haircut, and boom, while she's drying,
Y'all hearing that? Barbers.
Yeah.
Sauls, y'all hear that?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's how I did it. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
well, still do it.
All right, well, we gotta take another break, and we're gonna come back with the close and a little bit more with this discussion, and y'all stay tuned.
Stay tuned.